Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. You know, we've been at war with most of Norska for actually a really long time, but I think it's time to begin in earnest our campaign against them. And who better to really start it off with than Surtha Ek, Scourge of everyone, basically. If you've played any amount of, like, Empire or anything in Total War Warhammer 1, you're familiar with this dude. You've had some experiences with this dude. Let's have at him. Oh wait, hold on. Before I have at him, I was going to do a thing. We have all this oath gold, and we have all these resources, and I think it's time for us to craft ourselves some star metal plate. So it gives armor and melee defense and missile resistance, and also lowers the melee attack of all enemies nearby. Seems pretty alright to me. So we're going to make some of this. We're going to give it to Guthrie Grundadrak. Grundadrak? Grundadrak. It's a good dwarf name for a guy who is a real dwarf hero. It's not quite as good as at like actually defending him as something that just gives straight ward save, but it will make everybody around him effectively tougher. Unfortunately, it won't actually be equipped until the beginning of next turn, so we're going into this battle without any armor on. Who needs armor, I ask you? Oh, he didn't retreat. He's gonna let me just actually attack him. Well, do I want to manual this? The auto-resolve would probably be pretty friendly to us, and honestly, we have a lot of stuff to do this episode. I'm pretty sure you don't get anything special for defeating Surtha Ek. He's not a legendary lord, he doesn't give you a special trait, but you really should get something. I'm just gonna auto it. Yeah, no major losses. Pretty easy. Listen, we got a lot of things to get done, and like I'm telling you, we are going to be fighting Norska for a while. You will get tired of seeing them before we are done. Alright, good trait to have for people up here, although honestly, Grombrindal's probably not sticking around too long, right? We're probably rebuilding Grombrindal's army and then sending him across the sea to fight the Blue Vipers. He's not in the optimal place for that, but somebody's got to do it, and he has all the quests that make him want to. Probably what's going to happen is it ends up being Guthrie and, like, Thorgrim up here in Norska, and then maybe Guthrie and Thorgrim and Stromny Skolson. I never remember his name. Yeah, those three armies up north, and Grombrindal with maybe whatever the 7th army is, plus eventual backup from Ungrim heading to the west. I think that may be how we end up. The mighty beard of defense. Such fine whiskers can transfix and befuddle any foe. Apparently.
It is time.
The thing I love most about Warhammer is how extremely serious it always is.
Let us be about this.
Alright, let's finally move a character into Zoishenk. Get that little bit of quest done, and then we're definitely coming back home and getting our replenish on. Alright, with the Slayers to the fore, chanting songs of battle doom, Thorgrim's throng sets forth for the Troll Country. Ahead lie countless dangers, but the masters of steel and stone are ever dauntless, and if they should meet their end in the icy wastes, they shall do so with bright honor, climbing over the bodies of their defeated foes as they set foot upon the path of Grimnir. Alright, so we're up to the point of doing it. Oh wow, that's pretty good armor. Yeah, it's not, like, super special, it just really, really, really makes him tough. And that is a battle against a small number of trolls and a giant with, I would assume, a whole lot of reinforcements in. How's his army right now? Is that a thing I could reasonably do this turn? Where even is he? Here we go.
Send me to vengeance.
Honestly, maybe. His army's a little out of date. All Longbeards. There's still a unit of dwarf warriors here. Do we maybe want to have him fall back to, like, Karakadrin / Waldenhof, where we're going to get optimal recruitment time? No, we gotta bolster the front. We'll figure it out. We're not quite ready for this quest yet, but we'll figure it out. So we gotta take out Hellpit. If we could remove Clan Mulder from the game, that would help us solidify our position considerably. So I'm wondering if these two should just head in that direction. I think probably. So if we were going to go up here, okay, the crossing's like over here. Let's stay just on this side of the line. Of course, we could use a little bit more replenishment on that army. Morkar Gorefester still lives. Throg returns. Man. Stuff's gonna be tough up here. That's not my army. What am I doing?
Aye. The runes are cast.
Any chance? Let's see.
What?
This might be close enough for ambush mode to allow us to reinforce. Yeah, we're totally within each other's circles. But I'm not allowed to enter ambush stance. According to this, I have 26% movement range left. And this says required to adopt 25%, but apparently no. That is not the first time that's happened. I'm assuming what's happening is that this is not reporting our movement range correctly. It can't be a rounding issue. But yeah, that's annoying.
Move the front.
Alright, well, we'll just stand a little closer then, so we're a little bit able to range a little bit further forward on our turn. They won't come at us. Not with us having 40 units here. Okay.
Let us begin.
You can't move. You're done moving. Alright. Let's keep getting that intel.
Got them.
Show me what we have over here. So the city of Arnheim. Oh, hey, an elven port. And then Bleakhold. Stuff's getting pretty dark elfy. My understanding of dark elves is that everything is named like this. So it's the Bleak Spears and the Dark Swords and the, you know. Alright, we're probably gonna have to wipe these guys out, which is a shame.
Iron will.
We definitely are gonna have to wipe out the Beastmen. Oh, that's right, I moved you guys this turn. That was all this turn. So you just need to, I don't know, head toward those Beastmen. So, how much more... There's still quite a bit more territory that we have to take down here, right? We need all of this. Carrick Zorn. We haven't actually met this faction yet. I can't communicate with them. Okay, well that's got to be something we get on. And then we have some building to do. Valea's Sorrow definitely needs to get capped out, and we need to get defensive structures going. Here I probably want to wait for Carrick Norn to get upgraded. Well, you know what? Given how far north Carrick Asgaraz is and how close it is to all of these enemies, why don't we go ahead and top this off and actually get the walls up? Carrick Norn's developed enough for us to be able to recruit most stuff over here. I think we'll probably be fine. Oakenhammer definitely should wait. Khazid Urkulaz, on the other hand, can be safely upgraded, and we can cut these. Khazid Urkulaz probably doesn't need walls anymore. Carrick Ungor totally does. Yeah, I think that should be fine. We can build trade increasing structures there. Down here, we definitely want to build some defenses around Death Gorge. Probably we don't need to anywhere else, though, right? Yeah, so we'll just put up some more growth stuff. We'll capture all the trade stuff in this region eventually. We're still saving population here. Down here, Bag and Dokkaraz probably both need to get capped. Although we're not actually that far off of being able to max out Barak Var, which means being able to max out the port, so we probably should wait on that. In fact, I probably should build that there. Yeah, the Tillians aren't going to turn on us, hopefully. If they do turn on us, we'll be ready, is maybe the more important part of that. Here, it's probably worth saving up. Wait a minute. Okay, Carrick Azul has salt. I was like, isn't Carrick Azul a gemstone mine? Well, how do we not have gems? But there's a gem mine over here somewhere. It's Carrick Osgal is the gems. Okay. So I don't think I am in any big hurry to upgrade this stuff. Black Crag can be made level 5. And we should have defensive structures here. We have the room for them. Okay. The Empire's coming along, slowly but surely. So probably the 7th Army, when we start recruiting, will make it over in the Grey Mountains near Carrick Norn. Then we can cross Bretonnian territory. I believe we have we have military access with them. We can cross Bretonnian territory to get to the water. Or Empire territory, I guess we could go into the water by Marienburg. I do hope that moving a bunch of my military across the ocean to a distant continent won't be an invitation, won't be viewed as an invitation to forces here to mess with us. Alright, he's fleeing. So here's a problem. We don't have any idea how many of these settlements might contain Clan Moulder. The Chaos Warriors do not settle. They have a totally horde-based set of mechanics, so they just burn stuff down. And the Norskins can only settle in player capitals or coastal settlements. So all of this stuff did probably get legitimately burned down at some point, but Clan Moulder could have infested any or all of it by this point. So we need to figure out... We're going to have to like scout each one of these little settlements. I don't necessarily want to own much of it. I think that it's probably a good idea to take Zoishank and we can just hold this whole province. I don't know. We'll see how things are. Erengrad is not our optimal climate, but Zoishank actually is. So's Fort Ostrosk. What is... We'll have to see what this region is. Is this all one region here, maybe? Or all one province, rather? I assume that at some point Kislev is going to be made sort of more its own different thing. Right now, it's basically just the Empire, and they have all the Empire units and everything. But I think they're pretty distinct in the lore, and Kislev is such an important place in the game. I really do feel like they should give it its own unique flavor. We have military access with the Court of Liberus. We should finish off those beastmen, and then these two armies actually will head south. So it's just going to be Grombrindal and whoever the 7th army is as we push west for now, because there's still work to do in the south. Alright, my units, they've been assaulted. I cannot wait for that Thane to get up here. Okay, the Arachnos have been destroyed. This quest was aborted. Wait, why? Using Grombrindal, just win 3 battles. Huh. That's weird. The Blue Vipers are still around, so, like, I would expect these quests to be aborted when the Greenskins are removed from the map. But I guess it's not counting the Blue Vipers for some reason? It's strange. So now he is to raise or sack 3 settlements. That's not totally ideal. We're probably going to end up raising a bunch of stuff in the north, though, so I guess Grombrindal is staying up in the north. We'll head to the west at some point. It may be further off then. Okay, these guys are going to have to get dealt with. I'm going to just hop back over to here. We'll do that next turn. I think Crag can chase that Beastman army by himself. Yeah, we're allowed to be over here. And this isn't too scary of an army. A lot of Ungor. There is a Cygor in here, which is a Cyclops that is Gore. It's a huge artillery piece that throws giant rocks. It's extremely cool, actually. But I don't think it should pose much of an additional problem for us. Alright, so I kind of want to just settle Zoishank, honestly. But I'm worried that doing that now would leave me exposed to that Norscan army that we saw approaching the Tower of Crack, and it wasn't a large army.
I am the White Dwarf.
I'm just going to move right up to here. Get a little bit of vision. I don't see them. Let's encamp, get some increased replenishment. We're going to keep getting harassed by these heroes, and there's not a ton I can do about it. We could have our runesmith pop out and try to grab them, but... yeah, his odds are not great. And I kind of want him with us in case a battle starts. Where's my... oof, this Thane's got a lot of running to do. 3 turns. Yeah, shoot.
Using guild routes.
Well, I think we're just going to have to endure for a little while. Now, you know what? There's no armies close enough to attack us. Let's see if we can get the runesmith to attack one of these guys. I'm a little worried that he might get assassinated if we pop him out. There's no reason they couldn't do that while he's in the army, but it seems like the AI mostly doesn't. No, let's not pull him out. I'm afraid that he would get assassinated, and he's too valuable to us, and he's also not immortal yet. So,
My anger burns bright.
all right, we're gonna move up near
Leaving.
Prague.
Throw
These 2 armies are headed for help.
march.
Let's scout this real quick. Okay, no Skaven. We could treasure hunt here. So you can go up to a ruin with an army and treasure hunt, and you get a random event. I don't really do this very often. I think it might consume the rest of their movement, though. I don't want to do that.
One rug. Lord of Clan Morgan.
I might want to just move a little bit further and then go into
Beards in belts.
encampment mode. Nope. Character does not have enough movement range to adopt this stance because it requires 50, and I only have 52, which of course is less than 50.
Vengeful Runelord.
There's some broken stuff going on in the calculation of distances in this game. Alright, never mind. We're just full moving.
The High King moves.
We're gonna go be a threat. Brumbrindle has 1 turn left on his recruitment, and then he'll be able to grab the miners, the Ekrund miners, as well as he leaves the area. Alright, that's fine. Next time we upgrade Eringrad, how many spaces are we going to get? We're going to get 1 extra construction space. That's a shame. So we're not going to be able to build the recruitment buildings here for a while. We're going to need Zoishank for that purpose.
King's command.
Well, we're all catching up. Soon we will be in a big powerful dwarven pile. A big ball of dwarves that just rolls slowly across the north. Hag Hall, Ice Rock Gorge, all very, very elfy. So where is the next mountain range we're looking for? Obsidian Peaks is actually quite a bit north. That's a couple more turns. Alright, yeah, we're going to be fighting a lot of Dark Elves, eventually. Thorgard, Bera's Keeper, I guess should just trail this army as it heads south. Sure we can find some things for him to do over there. We have a ton of money. This is a good time to just like roll a lot of upgrades. Dringo Rakaz doesn't really need the upgrade, right? We're saving it for that. Crooked Fang is going to want some walls. We can... Oh no, I don't want to upgrade Oakenhammer. What am I thinking? This is Jofbar. Right, we're still waiting here. Here at Barak Var, we could definitely afford to upgrade that at least. And this. No reason to wait on the wall upgrade. Do I want to push... Berg de Wasbag is in a place where it could be attacked, but I don't think it will be. Yeah, we'll just hold population for Barakvar. Black Crag. Is there any particular reason to push this up early? Like, Karakazul... Yeah, there's not really a reason to wait, I guess is a better way to put it. Okay, Black Iron Mine has a resource that we could be grabbing. Actually, I guess we have the population to do both of those. The Grimhold... Yeah, we should probably upgrade the Grimhold too. It's still vulnerable to elf attack. Yeah, we're burning through that money very, very quickly. Alright, these two armies together should be able to push up to Zoishank safely and start forming a wall. The other two armies can pressure the Skaven, and then eventually we can use all four armies to put the Skaven down, grab Krakadrak and that whole region, and eventually start pushing on the pushing on the Norskins. Probably we only take 3 armies to Krekadrak and we leave 1 behind to defend Erengrad. It would be a real shame to lose it. Also, as England continues to spin out the way they are, they're making me less and less likely to want to confederate them. As much as I do want to get another legendary lord, like, now their territory is even more of a great power penalty and also even more awkward to actually manage. And the AI doesn't have the same concerns we do, or at least not to the same degree. Because of all of their free money and free public order, they build settlements in unsustainable ways, or rather ways that would not be sustainable for the player. So when you take stuff from the AI, you often have to fix a lot of it. I don't know. We'll see. It's still on the table, but I'm feeling less and less eager to pursue that option. You know, I'm realizing the Last Defenders is one of the player Lizardmen factions. It's one of the big ones. But I'm realizing I don't actually know where they are on the map.
Greetings. You no doubt have a request.
Still no military alliance, I think. We're good enough friends as it is. I think the odds that Khemri turn on us, the Khemri, like, are basically 0. There's no way. They respect the Great Power modifier too much, and I think they're mostly pretty happy to stay within their lands. Oh, wow. That is a big Astalian army. We're friends with Astalia, right? I think so. Making me real nervous here, Tilia. Ooh, is he close enough to that for me to get back up from the garrison when I attack him? He might be. We might get to really crush that stack. Well, I mean, I guess if they're close enough that that garrison would come in as reinforcements, I'm sure they'll just retreat. Ah, don't assault my units. Okay, that guy critically failed his assault and wounded himself. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with this Astalian army that's sailing up. Oh, Stromny became unlucky. Yeah. Yes, let's take the positive diplomatic relations. So Stromny gets hit by enemy heroes a lot, and he's starting to become a bit of a target.
Fearless and unbreakable.
Okay, so do I want it to be Grombrindle who takes Zoishenk, actually? Probably. I probably want Guthrie to be close by and ready to fight. We lose less military power from having it be Grombrindle.
One Jack, Callum.
And it turns out that army at the Tower of Crack responded to the Astalians rather than staying there to recruit. So actually we're really, really safe here, I think.
The dwarfs need me.
Alright, we have secured Troll Country. This place is going to need a lot of growth as quickly as we can get it.
I am the Slayer King.
I think we probably should not wait on this. Let's just get rid of these guys.
Pray I meet with Grimnir.
Weird. This is a weird army. Gold rank Slayers, bunch of Iron Drakes, some Super Squigs. Actually, a single Super Squig? Wait, this unit is 1 Squig? That's weird. Are these suicide bombs? That's very strange. And then a gyro bomber. You know what? We're probably not going to get a lot of reason to fight a dwarven army during the campaign, and I'm curious about the squigs. So yeah, let's do this manually. I think the Iron Drakes don't really do that much armor-piercing damage, right? I think it should be pretty safe to go at them with the Gyro Bomber. We can take out the enemy Gyro first. We actually don't have a ton of armor-piercing ranged. They don't have a lot of ranged in general, though. Okay, so they're going to be coming at us through this bottleneck. What a strange battle this is going to be. Is that... Okay, yep, that's in range to begin firing immediately. You know, sometimes things get weird in the Warhammer universe.
Longbeards. Slayers.
I honestly don't even know, like, what role I want my Slayers to play here. I guess the Giant Slayers are better than Slayers. That's probably pretty much their role, is they just kill the enemy Slayers.
The action jungle thirsts.
Imagine being the unit of Slayers that turned against Ungrim Iron Fist. It's embarrassing is what it is. Now my Gyro Bomber is Regiment of Renown, and theirs isn't, so I imagine we can just take them one-to-one. As soon as I zoomed in to look at the squigs, we lose sight of them. Yep, it's just two individual, really big squigs. What an extremely weird thing. Looks like our catapults are aiming at the gyrocopter? The gyro bomber? That's weird. Well, I mean, I'll take it, because any rock that misses is going to fall directly into their armies, so... Apparently victory's in our grasp. I believe that as well. Alright, I'm going to try to cross and get a good bomb off here. Well, they seem to be panicking in response to my movement. Let's see if we can hit the flamethrowers a little bit. Try to get out of range of them as quickly as possible. See, their flamethrowers look like actual flamethrowers. Guard mode off. Just take care of that. What a strange force. You're not going to kill Ungrim Iron Fist with a gyrocopter. He'll jump up there and make you sorry you even tried. Yeah, just run out in front of him. Just get on it. This is probably the time when this part of the army should move forward. Okay. Maybe even a little bit too late. Ah, it's alright. We're catching them. Buffs for everybody. And kill their lord. Don't take anything from him. Alright, their gyro bombers out.
Take your targets well, right?
See if we can get shots through on these guys. I think the siege weapons should be pretty focused on them. Actually, it is not a good idea to stand still and allow the flamethrowers to shoot at us. Who would have thought? Gotta try to make it so that they have to turn a lot to fire on us. Oh, never mind. Those guys are all dead. Okay. Weird battle. Really strange battle. I'll say this for their lord. He's a tough dude. We didn't really do any damage to him. He was getting attacked by Ungrim Iron Fist with all the buffs up. Yeah, 68. I bet we would have lost more than that if we had hit auto-resolve. It wouldn't have been enough to matter. I'm sure it would have been a single turn of replenishment no matter what. But we're probably... Honestly, there's a real good odds we'll never fight another gyrocopter again for the entirety of the campaign. Or iron... What are these? Iron Drakes? Cobalt Knucklebreaker. Man, just the... Ugh. I'm getting a sympathetic pain with a fictional character here. It's the concept of knuckle breaking, just hearing the phrase knuckle breaker. Oh, my hands. Alright, let's get out of here and stop looking at that name. Right, sorry about this. You understand.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
See, 73 that time when he had like we probably shouldn't have taken any damage at all during that battle. And did you see how much of it was on the catapults? Completely insane. Alright, I think what we want to do with you... Can we get back to Kradtalman? Alright, cool. Let's take a really, really increased replenishment rate here. And then we'll have him sweep down past Death Gorge. We'll figure all this stuff out. My bet is that this is actually held by Clan Moors now. Not important to me. Not important to me. Alright. Oh, Carrick Soren's actually been, they've been doing alright here.
What is your message, Clansdwarf?
Alright, well, we're gonna have to make friends. Or not. We could just wipe them out. They have no relation to anybody. Maybe we do have reason to attack another dwarf. We're not going to take a diplomatic hit for doing it. Yeah, maybe. It's probably not worth giving them a bunch of gold. It'll be faster just to subjugate them the other way.
King acts.
Listen, if they didn't want to get subjugated by force, they should be nice to me and let me just walk in and take over. Alright, let's move considerably less than 50%, like really a lot less.
Throne bearers, move!
Okay.
It will better our cause. Got.
Hoping that we can actually replenish a little bit here. Alright, there we go. So we got to threaten Hell Pit.
For the wisdom of Valea.
And after Guthrie gets this much health back this turn, we can probably push on Hell Pit with him as well.
You know who I am.
Especially since Grombrindle seems to not need the help, since the Varg army is distracted. Has other concerns. Oh hey, Val's Anvil. I'm pretty sure that there is another settlement named Val's Anvil, isn't there? It's like on... yeah. It's very common. It's like Columbia. They're everywhere. Alright, let's have it this guy. Oh, it looks like he's just outside of reinforcement range. That's a shame. We can definitely take him. Hold on. Can we...
When I sit on my throne, you can be kin.
do I want a defensive alliance with you? You are militarily allied with Khemri. So, I mean, we're never going to get into battle with you.
Yes.
Alright, they'll like it if we take care of this little problem for them. Not that they're in any danger of losing, but obviously they're getting raided and it's annoying. Oh, I am charging into this sandstorm, though, huh? Whatever, we're fine. We're dwarves. Okay, we don't need to... We don't need to spend our precious human time on this. Oh, hey, a relic sword.
Yes. To battle.
I think we actually don't have enough weapons for all of our guys, so that relic sword might actually get used despite the fact that it's kind of crummy. I'm going to have him scout out to the south here. Alright, we don't really need to upgrade Dringorikaz. Mount Gunbad. Alright, so let's pull the growth structure here. And I don't even know what I'm going to do with Mount Gunbad. I mean, yeah, we just build everything that makes money here. There's no reason for us to do anything else. There's no threat to it, really. So we could get a trade depot. That seems like a good idea. And then we actually have all the other money-making structures we can have. I guess it makes sense to build a smithy everywhere, because if we have a ton of rune forges, then we can have a ton of global recruitment going on. That is something that we can do in every province that has non-zero value. So, alright, you have a weapon. You have a weapon. You don't have a weapon, but also you don't benefit from most weapons.
It is time.
It's a shame there don't seem to be almost any pieces of weapon loot that give missile damage. Nope, he doesn't have a weapon for the same reason. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe everybody does have at least a basic weapon. It's just the engineers who don't, because they would need a very specific one. You know what? I probably should have actually been doing recruiting with Grombrindle, because he's going to have to sit in that city for at least another turn. We could have started global recruitment last turn and had him actually complete some stuff at the beginning of the next turn. Alright, so Wintertooth's down here, but Kislev has the forces to clean that up, I think. We might help a little bit. As our hero runs past, just throw some damage on him. But we are so close to finally being able to get Krakadrak. I had no idea that it was going to be such a long-term goal. You do still have that Warriors of Chaos army to worry about? To our east? Maybe I should have focused on them first before going to get the Skaven out, but getting rid of Clan Molder really does help us solidify our hold on the area. Also, I think that Hellpit up there is a single settlement region. Oh, it looks like Throg got pretty roundly defeated there. They're not going to need my help after all. Yeah, I think Hellpit is a one settlement region with a large settlement in our preferred climate, so we may as well grab it. Hellpit plus all of the Krakadrak area plus Erengrad should be a pretty good foothold up here from which to wage war on the rest of Norska. Really, the Court of Liberius doesn't even want to finish off that stack of beastmen? I guess they know I'll do it for them, so why? Why bother? Oh, do it. Take the Bay of Blades. Yeah, if Astalia wants to come up here, like if the AI wants to come up here and settle Norska, I'm fine with that. Any part of it that I don't have to personally burn down. Yep, they're trying to flee. Oh. Brutal, but probably fair. Honestly, no, probably not. Like, the Cygor was still alive. We would have lost something, because the Cygor would have gotten at least one shot off. Auto-resolve is a cruel mistress. Also, it seems to have turned my camera for some reason. Alright, what do we got from Clan Molder? Just more hero abuse? Yeah, they're starting to put together a second army. This is why I want to have so many stacks. Okay, the Varga just fleeing because they know the Bay of Blades is lost. And we've got the Warherd of Chaos on our border here. That's inconvenient. Alright, lots of traits being gained. So hold on, let's deal with the south first. Because this will be relatively simple.
Iron-willed.
Alright, Master Rune of Negation. 44% damage resistance. Man, Rune Lords are a lot better than Rune Smiths. Okay, we gotta get down here and take some territory, so let's be in a hurry about it.
Out of here. Yes. Moving.
Nice to have friendly territory.
Master of runecraft.
Not friendly enough to get... Oh, because we have to have an alliance. Right.
But beware. No.
Ah, I had an opportunity and I wasted it. Well, we might be able to get in on this. How about if I give you, I don't know, 1,000 gold?
Absolutely not.
Alright, alright. Yeah, that would have been a good reason to take a defensive alliance with them, so that we could replenish in their territory. Was not thinking ahead enough.
Forwards.
So, this way, I think.
Anad. My vows will be satisfied with this. Ah, to die in battle.
Alright, we just need to get south and make sure that Clan Moors doesn't have time to recover.
Yes, my
I
oath
just
is
grab a
intact.
couple units of Longbeards here just to keep us moving. Crooked Fang Fort gets its proper walls. So we'll go figure out the north in a second here. I mean, we may as well upgrade this as long as we've got the money flowing. So that we have a source of actual local recruitment down here. Not just in the south, but in the area where the port is, so we have easy access to the water. The Bitterstone Mine is a priority. Okay. Now let's deal with the northern armies. This is the one I want.
The white dwarf.
You probably stay put. We're about to have fast Iron Drake recruitment, so it doesn't actually matter if we... Again, I assume this actually refers to Ironbreakers, given that it says Ironbreakers in the text and the picture is of an Ironbreaker. So there's no sense in starting recruitment
I'm here.
on Ironbreakers this turn. We can wait until next turn, so it doesn't matter that we spent all our money.
Let us begin.
Do I want to try to take this army down instead of going straight for... I'm a little concerned, what with this being the Warherd of Chaos and everything, that if we leave Zoishenk this way with this army, we're going to lose it to them.
The clan honor.
Can I actually get him? He's not quite in our movement range. Okay, he is just barely, although not totally depicted that way. Hold on a second. Do we have... Here.
The throng is mustered.
Okay, we can't do anything meaningful with this guy.
Beijing belts. Yes.
We're not 100% at full health here. Makes me a little nervous. Yeah, I really don't want to fight fair stack to fair stack. We see a bunch of Ungor, though. Maybe this is a bad army?
Aye. The clan demands war.
We can break off the attack if it looks bad. No, the whole army is Ungor. This is actually a terrible, terrible army. We can just totally auto-resolve that. That's... What a shame for you. Plus, fighting forces with the word chaos in their names, generally a pretty good thing for our relations with other players. Okay, we're coming back. We'll get on Clan Molder soon. Over here... Hellpit has a 20-unit garrison, so we probably don't actually want to run up on it. I probably want to just park here. Try to replenish off some of this hero damage.
Retake the realms.
Oof. Very poor odds on actually getting a wound out of anything here. I should have run this guy toward Hellpit. Well, He'll have to make his way around. Alright, this is not an ideal situation. We just have too many enemy forces coming at us from too many directions.
It's time.
Oh yeah, that's right. You already have your orders. Okay, well, let's just move on to the next turn. We're really tearing through them this episode. Oh, that's right. I didn't need to recruit 2 units of Longbeards with Ungrim, because we have one of our army slots catching up to us right now. I don't think that this army from... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I don't think this army from Norden is a problem for Erengrad just yet, because Erengrad has walls as a natural settlement, as a major settlement. So we would have had time to reinforce, but it looks like the Empire is going to make it not an issue at all. And control of the port at Erengrad is actually really, really great for us. We came up here at an opportune time. Oh, hey, Wulfric the Wanderer. That's a legendary lord there. Even so, that full stack of Empire troops probably has this under control. I probably am safe to just push on Clan Moulder. I'm actually really, really curious about what the landmark building in Kraka-Drak will be. I think one of my favorite parts of this game is all the unique buildings everywhere, like all the ways they compel you to go to places you otherwise might not go. Obviously, for us, Kraka-Drak is not optional, but still, I think it's really cool, and I find myself very compelled. Like when I see that symbol, and it's a unique structure that I can build, I find myself very drawn to that settlement. Alright, why don't you just go back home? Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm sure you have other problems to worry about. What's this? Why is this not the same color? Huh. Estalia took a little bit of northwestern Bretonia? Oh boy. Well, Clan Moulder is coming at us in a way that frankly doesn't make any kind of sense. I think what may have happened here, and we should remember to put this stuff on people, what probably happened here, I'm guessing, is that they're rolling the dice on the fact that they have an army stance that makes you potentially ambush people you attack. That must be what this was, is that they were just rolling the dice on the ambush. Well, it says we'd be pretty ahead here, and the fact is, I don't think we would be. This army's actually pretty terrifying. We don't have we don't have any organ guns or anything for the storm vermin, and catapults are effective, but definitely less so. I think we maybe let the auto-resolve have this, because if the game believes that we have a chance of getting this... Yeah, I think that I would lose this battle, or at least that it would be very, very costly. Well, it turns out to have been very costly. Somehow, Thorgrim lost nothing. He got in there, and he participated, and managed to keep all of his stuff. That's pretty bad for them. We're going to play out the Battle of Hell Pit no matter how it looks for us, because that's a grand, important moment in the campaign, and it deserves to be seen in detail. But I'm fine using... Okay, all of our units got assaulted, that's a shame. I'm fine using auto-resolve to skip past some of the interim battles, though.
I have the forge fires glowing.
So we probably ought to give this guy a second to catch up. Let's just make this the turn where that happens.
I've cast the runes. I grow restless. To war. Very well. This may work.
Alright, finally getting back to it. Death Gorge definitely needs real walls. And honestly, we probably need to upgrade all of the growth buildings. Okay, over here, let's have the scout do his scouting first before we walk into anything crazy.
For the wisdom. Talk at me
Yeah,
in your
do I want to
true
just take
language
these
if you
guys down?
must. I make no promises as to the outcome.
They're not particularly liked by the Court of Liberis. They do seem to be liked a little bit by Khemri. Or rather, they like Khemri, but they don't like the Court of Liberis. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a lot faster to subjugate them by force. And frankly, they're getting all mouthy with us already, like... These guys do not recognize our sovereignty. Do a little bit of replenishment here. Alright, who has points? Thorgrim has points. What was Thorgrim doing? Well, he should probably take the grudge against Chaos. I don't remember what I was doing with his skill points, but I think that is worth grabbing. Because we are going to spend some time fighting Chaos.
One rug.
Alright, well, I really appreciate that they burned their whole, their largest army against us. Oh, immortality. Yeah, obviously. That said, this is still scary.
An ad. The runes are cast.
Right, let's get up here and grab this guy with a lightning strike.
Destroy them.
Oh, that dude's not actually inside the garrison. Well, we'll lightning strike him out too. Huh, apparently he was able to escape. And I can't move away from the settlement because I'm within the zone of control. Alright, what else do we need here? We got to stand your ground. We don't need a personal leadership increase. You know, we might want to take grudge against the elves. At some point he's going to be fighting dark elves and stuff, and we may as well grab this now. At some point we're going to stop being able to give him new skill points, right? Let's just make sure we have that. And I'm going to get us some siege towers.
I declare war on them.
We're not going to attack this turn.
My anger burns bright.
We can have you finish off this guy.
I'm going. Vengeful Runelord. I'm off. To battle.
Is he actually in reinforcement range? He's not. It can be kind of hard to tell sometimes with settlements. Once you're sieging them, their zone of control disappears. So let's get him definitely close enough. Okay, yeah, he's within.
To war. Unto glory for the ancestors.
It's probably safe for us to leave. I think it's safe for us to leave. Let's grab these guys and head out.
Don't you fret, it's done. How can I help?
The battle for Hell Pit's actually probably going to be fairly difficult, so I think it is a good idea for us to build some proper siege towers and like let's take this one seriously. They got a bunch of Plague Monk sensor bearers, which are scary. They don't actually have any storm vermin though. Not a ton of ranged. Rat ogres and Hell Pit abominations can't affect the walls at all. Too horrible to die. Man, that's a real good name for a trait. Yeah, you know what? Maybe this won't be that hard. We'll take him next turn. I want to leave you on this side of the line so that you get your replenishment. Okay, Kurgan Granite Hand is going to get his eyes on some of the next settlement we need to conquer, right? Yeah, this is Obsidian Peaks. So Venom Glade, Clark Harrond. Oh, that's interesting. And probably these other settlements are actually in the mountains, I'm assuming. Trick Oathkeeper can actually kind of be in position to do something next turn. Alright, we probably want to hold off on population upgrades. We're 2 turns away from being able to upgrade Erengrad again, which first of all lets us get a defensive structure up, and secondly lets us move the harbor up to producing 1,000 gold per turn. And research. Yep, Iron Veterans does sound pretty good. Ooh, plus local replenishment, or plus local recruitment capacity in all regions is pretty cool. Damn, that's a big buff. 6 melee attack, 15 leadership. And it does lead toward all the Slayer stuff. We're going to continue recruiting Ironbreakers, though. The earlier we get this, the better. Okay, I don't think we're in any danger here. That army at the Tower of Crack is not in any shape to threaten us. And probably we won't even pull Guthrie over here, I guess. Alright, we don't want to do the upgrade here, although we do want to upgrade all of this stuff. What else should I make happen at Valaya's Sorrow? No sense in having an empty slot in this structure, or in this settlement. We can put up another growth building just to help push Caracade Peaks along. I guess that's fine. We don't really need anything here. Here we should cap this out, now that we can. Growth, and Jupbar probably doesn't need walls. Okay, only 3 turns away from finally being able to cap off Castle Drakenhof. Alright, I think this is how we're going to end the episode. The battle for Hell Pit. Unfortunately, I think Hell Pit's landmark thing says that it is a special location for Skaven, so we won't get anything special out of it. Hold on, did those Empire forces just lose that battle? Man, you guys, I always got to be cleaning up after you. Well, I mean, we'll do it, because we have to. We'll go over and burn Norden and leave it for them. But we have some things we have to get done first. I think that having Grombrindal involved in this battle as third reinforcement should still count as one of the battles that he needs for his quest line. We probably won't sack or raise it, we'll probably just take it as it is, because it's probably pretty built up and valuable. And he can get his sacks and raises in Norska.
My Slayer Oath would have me.
Absolutely not. I was about to say you started this and I'm going to finish it, but I started this. I'm still going to finish it.
I am Iron Fist. Some kill.
And where are Greybeards? Are Greybeards prospectors the guys who are in that mountain range west of Kemri? We should maybe communicate with them a little bit. Actually, have I met them formally? I should try to talk to them, see if we can get them to move toward Confederation without having to actually send an army over there.
Erks, talk fast.
Absolutely not. How on earth do you think this is going to work? Right after you attacked me, too. Okay, Varg's power rating suggests that this is the only army they currently have. So maybe we should just go to the Tower of Crack and burn it. I don't know how much territory they have, but if we should check. If this is their only settlement, we're definitely sending Guthrie over there. Ooh, a Guildmaster. Who can carry a Guildmaster? This is not useful. Can you equip a Guildmaster in that slot? Actually, there's a bunch of stuff you can equip. To be perfectly honest, the Razor Standard is probably a better pull than that. You have a Guildmaster already. Can Guildmasters be equipped on... Well, I probably don't want to actually change any of his stuff. How about you? Do you have a full crew? You do not. Okay. 5% extra trade income faction-wide. Sounds pretty good, pretty worth the slot. Okay, it's definitely not the only settlement they have. In fact, they have a bunch of stuff. Still, if we take this, it might be easier for this Estalian army to push northward.
For the wisdom of the
Oh, we have a quest battle here. Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to work out.
A step too far.
So that's only 15 units. We're in pretty good shape. I think we could do this.
Right. Watch.
Oh, wait.
I answer to clan and hold.
I can come over here and do a little something, get some XP first.
For clan honor.
Alright, there we go.
First for war.
Get 'em. And we just burn this. I don't even want this.
Let us settle this.
Yeah, that this chaos terrain type, no interest in it.
Let us begin.
Plus, it can serve as a little bit of a honeypot. Like their armies can get distracted and want to resettle, which weakens them, which we may be able to take advantage of. Alright, actually, Hugrim's Silverhorn, I'm pretty sure that I don't want this Rune of Fury. I'd rather have the Archivist in that slot.
For the wisdom.
Fury's a pretty bad rune.
You know who I am. Strawman? Yes.
You should get in here. So you're not allowed to bring 40 or 60 units onto the battlefield at one time. But I don't know if I get to pick the order that the reinforcement armies come in. I suspect I don't. Alright, we're going to do this manually, like I said, because this is the last grand stand of Clan Molder. Am I allowed to, like... I guess this is the way I would want it. Grombrindal before Stromny, so I guess I won't try to mess with it, but I don't know if you actually can. Alright, and we have one set of siege towers. We could wait one more turn, but I think we're ready now. I think we were ready without the siege towers, frankly. I just wanted to wait for Grombrindal. So up on the walls, we're actually mostly going to have to fight Sensor Bearers, which do a lot of damage and are very dangerous units, but have 24 melee defense and 10 armor. Clan Rats with spears, which would lose straight up to even the most basic Dwarf Warriors. And then a couple units of Death Runners, who are legitimately scary. They also do have spells. This is a Warp Engineer who has Warp Lightning, which is a very, very good spell to use against people who are on walls. And they have some ranged, but a lot of the force of this garrison is going to be stuck on the ground while we take over the walls. Let's see, the reinforcement army's coming in right here, so I guess it behooves us to do our thing right here. I love Dwarven siege towers. It must take so much extra time to build them this way. But you know how dwarves are about building. Okay, you guys are definitely not up front. Alright, so that's... Oh, those units of Slayers in the siege towers? That's not ideal. Can I change that? Is there a way to, like, assign that to Longbeards instead? Because I don't really want Slayers to be the first ones out of the wall, out of the gate. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. So let's grab all of the tough guys and have them be pretty much in front. At this point, you know what the plan is. Slightly behind. And the catapults should try to be in a place where they're only within the range of one tower. Okay, so we want to be very careful here. It's super easy to get your siege towers stuck on your other units, so we probably don't want to move anybody forward until the siege towers have made some serious distance. Wow! Those are some pretty cool towers. Skaven have really good, like, artillery and stuff. Alright, they're focused on our siege towers, which is probably good for us. I'm not going to start moving anybody forward for a while yet, though. Alright, you guys can move forward at least as far as the rest of the army.
Don't skirmish. They have wronged us.
They probably have wronged us. Yeah, they sent armies to try to burn our gold mine. I remember that. They have wronged us. For once, I think that's actually true. Oof. Oh yeah, this thing, right. I forgot about this. The summoning of the clan rats in our artillery. Well, fortunately, we left our units back, so we are prepared. Alright, this is probably enough.
Hands unite! Longbeards! Yes, Lord!
Begin the march to follow people up the siege towers.
To the Caravan Corps!
What on earth? This is not the formation you are currently in, and that's not actually even the group of units I have selected. I want these guys. There we go. Okay, apparently there's no artillery in Grombrindle's army. That's fine. Alright, looks like our artillery didn't take too much damage there. Okay, problem solved.
Yes! Climb! Start climbing! Get your beards up there! Slayers!
So, a big part of the value of siege towers is that you do not take any vigor loss from traveling up the little siege elevator inside. So we can go ahead and put our units up there right away now. We've got to get control of these towers. They are murdering us. You guys get up there. Yeah, we're going to have a couple units of fighters just parked here permanently. And actually, let's just grab all these except for you and you and you and you. You guys need to keep moving up to the wall.
Let the vengeance begin!
Oh, wait. Don't waste your very valuable miner grenades on them. Okay, never mind. They're off the wall anyway. Or off the map anyway.
Put those dwarven legs!
We got control of one of the towers. Yeah, them putting their Warlock Engineer and their Poison Wind guys up on the wall makes a certain kind of sense during our approach, and becomes a lot less sensible as soon as we hit the wall. They should probably have fallen back as we docked. So now we have control of this tower, and we can use it to fire at their units of clan rats that they're spawning, but we're still taking a lot of damage here. May as well pop that, just give you guys a little bit of armor to deal with that. Ooh. Runesmith got towered real good there. Okay. We've forced them off of these towers, at the very least. Warlock Engineers are not actually good fighters, so this should be resolving pretty quickly in our favor. They got a Plague Priest right down there. Yet they're losing their range. They should have one more unit of those guys somewhere. I'm not sure where. They're really laying it on thick with these clan rats and immediately losing them all. Unfortunately, there's no way to get the towers to stop firing. It would actually be better for us if they wouldn't fire into us. Alright, let's get the ranged up here. Warlock Engineers. Bugman's Rangers. We have too many units. I can't see who's who. Alright, yeah. Everybody just get up on the walls, and you know how we do. They came up from the ground and immediately surrendered. You guys don't have to chase them. They're under control. Yeah, unfortunately for them, as they retreat, they're going to get hammered by, like, we're gonna push them off completely trivially. At least somehow I brought a cannon up here. Yeah, they're gonna be driven off completely trivially, right? Because they're terrible units. And then, we're going to just completely annihilate them with the towers, so...
Yes! That'll do! Attack the arcs! We'll guard it!
You guys should try to As soon as our range started coming up the wall, they suddenly had all of their plague monks here. So we need to shift bodies this way. Warp Engineer's almost dead. Keep buffing everybody's melee defense by a ton.
For the ancestor gods! Gods! Iron breakers! Vengeance!
We probably don't have to have the Iron Breakers go up on the wall. Let's save those grenades.
By the Layer's will, I will do it! No fussing about!
Alright. As soon as our ranged are in the clear a little bit more here, we can set up and let these guys have it.
Quarrelets! Vengeance!
Actually, any chance you Quarrelers could, like, focus up right now? Because those guys are shooting at us. Looks like the answer to that is no.
Our fire undimmed! We demand blood! No one shall
Okay, actually, both of the units of Poison Wind Globadiers got all messed up in the wall crossing. We could debuff these guys even more. There, 0 melee defense. Every attack hits. Please get them. I'm pretty sure that the melee defense is actually floored at like 5 or 10 or something. Your hit chance, rather, is floored at 5 or 10. It's very rarely the case that you can go to 0 hit chance in a game. Or a 100% hit chance. Alright, well, we've got some grenades coming down.
ready! By the fort, father!
Okay, so we've managed to defeat most of the units that they have that could really give us trouble. They do have a ton of these Hell Pit Abominations, but also we haven't really had that much trouble defeating Hell Pit Abominations in the past. I'm confident we can do it. We have a bunch of Giant Slayers in this army and everything. It's probably worth it for us to take this one a little bit slowly. Even though we're definitely going to win, we want to try to win in a way that causes us to lose the smallest possible number of units. Just grab a bunch of guys and point them at these incoming sensor bearers, try to keep them off of the ranged as best as possible. Iron Breakers are pretty fun. I think Iron Breakers are okay units. Oh, I hear that. I hear that warp lightning. I didn't see it, but I heard it. Alright, looks like we have control of the walls pretty much now. These guys are going to come in for one last attack, but they're going to get flattened. So in a second, as soon as we actually have the walls clear enough for my units to follow my orders when I tell them to do this, we're going to set the ranged up along these walls. As it is, while there's still rats around, my units tend to get distracted fighting rats and don't want to do the things I tell them to do. Holy crap, you guys, that's really close to our own units. If you could just maybe like take it a little bit easier on that. That's the miners, not the Iron Breakers. That's right, I left the Iron Breakers mostly on the ground. Partly because of this, like this is just not a great use of their grenades. I'm not even that worried about the collateral damage, but we have it under control. I guess I could put them in melee mode, couldn't I? Yeah, we have this stuff under control. They could be throwing those grenades at things that we can't hit with melee attacks from the wall, you know? Like these. Well, never mind. Putting them in melee mode didn't have any effect on it at all. It's probably what melee mode is try your best to fulfill your orders with melee. Like, it makes them run toward things you click on instead of range attack those things, but they'll still use their ranged weapons if melee's not an option, as it wasn't in that case. Yeah, I mean, if they want to keep coming up here, we will, I will 4v1 Skaven units all day. I don't know why they think this is beneficial to them.
For
Alright, could you guys maybe, like, do a thing here? There's no reason this lord should be able to just stand this close to us. Kind of want to wait to pop this until we're actually going to, like, make good use of it, but man, we really are not firing our weapons very much. Oh, I think he's starting to get the idea. Wait a second, do I want to be over here? Is this a good idea? You can see the Skaven units getting up onto the wall and immediately surrendering before they even are, have a chance to take any damage. It's tough. It's tough to be a Skaven. You don't want to follow orders, because following orders will get you killed. But you also don't want to not follow orders, because not following orders will get you killed. Let's have some of the range take up positions to fire on the Hell Pit Abominations. No sense engaging those things in melee. Try to move my melee guys out of the way a little bit. So we can actually put the ranged on the edge of the wall and get the shot. I think that might be the problem, is that we just, like, we can't actually take the shot from where we are. Okay, there we go. Wow, he put that guy on the ground with that shot.
Now is the season of our discontent.
Okay, now we're starting to get some shots off. That'll do. Reload speed up for everybody. We can push that guy off the map. It'll make the surrender happen a little faster. It kind of looks like they're just sitting there talking to each other. Like, geez, Frank, can you believe these guys? Got no manners at all. It's true, if you are a guest in someone's home, you should not fire crossbows at them, in general. Are these my units? Yes. Get back on the walls, you idiots. Okay, they're trying at least. Yeah, why on earth would you interpret those orders as get down on the ground? Okay, their lord is retreating, but not actually dead. So keep shooting at him until he either actually dies or permanently breaks, because we need this dude off the map. It looks like permanently dies might be the end of this. Uh-oh. Some of my units just got knocked off the wall by something. I don't know what, though. Get away. Taking a lot of fire. Those are some pretty good bows. Yeah, it looks like he's escaped. 19 health. Aww. So close. He's not actually even in permanent route mode. Well, at 19 health, when he comes back, we can kill him immediately. This guy's almost dead. Alright, I think it's probably time to move forward. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's try to get my engineer over here into a position to finish this guy off with a snipe. Oh, never mind. The archer's got him. Alright, time to advance. Who's feeling strong? Looks like it's probably going to be strong. I guess we could go... We should go over here if we're going to drop on him. Well... Trying to move that many dwarves along the wall, I think it's probably not going to work out. Alright, let's just engage. It's not that it's necessarily time to engage, but it sure is time for me to stop being bored. So let's go. Charge bonus up for everybody, do it. The good news is, rat ogres are tremendously cowardly. They're scary, but they don't know that they're scary, which causes them to be scared of everything else. Let's see, we're breaking them down already. One Hell Pit Abomination down. But see, this is a thing Skaven do. They break and they run, and then they get a little bit away and they recover, and they come back toward you, and then they break and they run. I think basically the job of this group has to be to get to that Hell Pit Abomination, open the gate, And the rest of the army has got to be in position to come through that gate.
Cannon!
All of you guys in, like, roughly this formation. Just get over it. I don't honestly think this is going to last that long. I think when this thing breaks, it might be the end of the battle. They have so few units left. Alright, well, I gotta say, like, I'm not trying to be rude about it or anything, but this was a very unimpressive final showing for this Skaven clan. Yep, there they go. This is what happens when you make me think you might burn down my gold mine. That's how Dwarven grudges work. You don't actually even have to do the thing. I just have to believe that you want to do the thing. It's like pre-crime, for which we take prevenge. Yeah, not a lot of losses, really, especially considering the size of the enemy force. And now we get a terrible Skaven settlement that probably smells just awful. I can't imagine the stink. We're going to have Dwarven bleaching crews running up and down these walls for decades, probably. Man, we should bring Dwarven bleaching crews into battle. The first time an enemy unit sees another enemy unit get bleached, they'll be out of there. They're never going to want to fight anything ever again. Wow, that's a lot of money. Looting it will damage the buildings even further, though. I think we should just occupy it. Alright, province secured. Strangely, Clan Molder not defeated. Do they have... Oh, they probably have, right. Some of these settlements aren't actually burned. Okay, well, we'll go hunting. They were defending this like it was the only thing they had, though. So it suggests to me that they don't have much else going on. Can we use the diplomacy window to actually know how many settlements they have, or is that information also hidden? Okay, they have one left. Well, we checked Prague on the way out here, right? So it's Volksgrad or Fort Ostrosks, probably. I don't think it can be Straghof because Straghof has the Norskin monument. I think that would have gone away when the Skaven settled it. So I guess we'll move this far because we can stay in replenishment here.
On my way.
Be you close just so that there's no retaliation.
Send me to vengeance.
Alright, now what are we doing with you? You probably don't need to take grudge against mankind. I think that the men will be smart enough not to make me have to fight them. So what do I actually want from you? We don't get a lot of value out of extra points of Wallbreaker. The first point was the important one. We could take Purebeard. He's going to be on the march probably, though. And we're not going to be anywhere long enough for us to actually remove the Chaos Corruption. I guess either more red line stuff or yellow line stuff. That's not terrible. Buff for our siege units. Actually, you know what? Let's take missile resistance on him. He's a large, attractive missile target. Probably a good idea. And let's have a look at what we've taken here. So, wow, it's at level 4, but almost all of the construction slots are still locked. Oh, we will never get access to most of them. That's really interesting. Okay, so this isn't going to be a good settlement at all, then, actually. It's an okay place to take a breath and rebuild. And actually, it has exotic animals, which is that's a resource that I don't know that we have another source of, actually. So I guess it's worth having, but what a weird settlement. Oh well, we'll build up some defensive structures. It won't be any good for recruitment. That's what I was hoping for, was another 10-slot place that I could build a bunch of recruitment stuff in. We're going to have a feast hall to keep it from rebelling. We're going to have a a defensive structure to keep it from falling to Norskins all the time. So we're not really going to have room in here for anything else. Okay, Thorgard Barrett's Keeper gained a level.
The wise plan.
So there's definitely some Skaven over here, right? We should scout these settlements and figure out where.
Master of runecraft. I'll cast the runes.
Boy, we really can't move very far in this desert.
Out of here. If you say so, beardling.
Alright, we'll just creep forward a little bit here.
The slayer in me seeks death.
You, on the other hand, can charge forward at full speed, as you always do. May as well upgrade this stuff. We probably need at least one drinking hall in each settlement, so in each region. So Kradtamen, Misty Mountain, Karakazgal already has walls, so yeah, I think we're fine. We're fine on walls over here.
To clan and hold. Using guild routes.
Yep, Starring Core and the Circle of Destruction. Huh. I don't know, up here maybe. There's one more mountain range above this, right? The Iron Mountains are... This region doesn't look much like mountains. This place that it zoomed me to here. I mean, I guess I believe you that that is the Iron Mountains, but it's strange. Okay, we are super rich. If I upgrade... Okay. Only the Shrine at Karakadrin bleeds untainted out to surrounding regions, which means that there's not really a strong incentive for me to upgrade that. We can upgrade these, and we can build money buildings. Alright, here we want to wait. I guess Kradtamen's walls could be upgraded. Yeah, and we're not really waiting. We're not going to gain anything by pushing Karakazgal up too quickly. Alright, you're so very close to being done. Want to upgrade this. Karagdron gets capped off, and then we are done with growth here. Up the tax rate. Yeah, we'll build a smithy in Black Crag after we get that slot back. Okay, one turn off of being able to upgrade Erengrad. The Southern Grey Mountains actually still has a really long time before we max out population. I should probably actually have growth structures here. This should be upgraded. Okay. Well, we're making a lot of good use out of all this money at least. Oh yeah, we have this to worry about. I guess we can turn taxation on here. We have enough public order now that things have calmed down in the area a bit. Are we trending toward... Okay, local populace is providing 3 points of untainted, but stupid chaos wave is unstoppable and eternal. Alright, and then we don't really have the money. We should swing through all of our regions that don't need upgrades currently, because there's still more upgrading to do. But I need to do that when I actually still have some money left. Okay, well. We've almost pushed Clan Molder out. We're ready to finally make our assault on Krakadrak. What is this region actually called? The Giant Home Mountains. Man, they've had Krakadrak for how long and they haven't managed to get it upgraded beyond this? It's just embarrassing. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We're really making some great headway, I think, here. Come back next time for the proper start of our war against the Norskins. I think I've said that a couple of times, but this time I mean it. And we'll see you then.